Hello everyone. In last video we have discussed about the introduction of brakes, what is brake, how it works, the basic principles of brakes. Today we are going to discuss how many types of brakes are there. So it means the topic is classification of brakes. So there are different types of brakes. There are different bases on which brakes can be classified. The first one is on the basis of the method of actuation. You can see in the video. So the method of actuation means how you apply the brake, either by the foot or by hand. So there are two types, foot brake and hand brake. Foot brake are also known as service brakes, which are generally used in vehicles, you know, and hand brakes are used for parking the vehicle generally. The second basis is very important, on the basis of which brakes can be classified is mode of operation. So the in on the basis of mode of operation, it can be classified into mechanical brakes, hydraulic brakes, air brakes, vacuum brakes and electric brakes. So the main concern in this subject is mechanical brakes, but I will introduce you to the hydraulic brakes, air brakes, vacuum brakes and electric brakes too. So first of all, we will discuss what is hydraulic brake. So with a figure, I am going to make you understand what is hydraulic brake. See, hydraulic brake, the principle of hydraulic brake is Pascal's law, which you have definitely studied in fluid mechanics. So what is Pascal law? Pascal law, in a static fluid, the pressure is distributed equally all around the surfaces. So on the basis of this law, we apply in hydraulic brakes. This is the basis of the hydraulic brakes principle. So when we apply brake, we push a piston which is inside a master cylinder where the oil is filled. When we push the piston, the oil feels a pressure, and as per the Pascal's law, this oil moves equally towards all the wheels through the pipelines. In the wheel there is also a smaller cylinder. In that cylinder this oil goes and pushes the mechanism, which then pushes the brake linings. In this figure you are seeing the red part is your brake linings, the green one is brake drum. So when this yellow color is the oil, so when this oil with a pressure pushes the piston pistons, this piston pushes the brake linings, which sticks with the brake drum and the brakes are applied. So in this way hydraulic brakes are applied. These are generally used to retard the vehicle rather than to stop the motion of the vehicle. Generally we can see its use in heavy vehicles, right? Now if we discuss about vacuum brakes, so there is a chamber in vacuum brakes. There is a chamber in vacuum brakes like this, which is divided in two parts. This chamber is divided in two parts. This chamber is divided in two parts. This chamber is divided in two parts. So when we apply brakes, what happens? See, this is the initial part of this. This is your lever which is going to, here you will apply the force, here you will apply the force, and this is your, when you apply this force, the air from the atmosphere, this is atmospheric air, the air from the atmospheric comes inside. When you push this, the atmospheric air comes inside. Initially there is here and here, initially there is there is vacuum. There is vacuum initially on both side of this part. When you apply brake, atmospheric air comes in one part and pushes the other part, which is further attached to a to the brake shoe. This brake shoe comes and sticks with the vehicles to the vehicle. This will you have applied force. The atmospheric comes in on one side of the chamber. This is part 1, chamber ka side 1, chamber side 1, and this is chamber side 2. So on the side 2, atmospheric airs come and pushes the piston towards the side 1, which consequently pushes this shoe, which sticks with this wheel. This is the wheel. This is the wheel. Sticks with the wheel and retards the motion. In this way, the vacuum brake works. For air brakes, see, in hydraulic brakes we have used oil. In air brakes we will use compressed air, and the mechanism will be generally same. Okay, some parts are different, but I am not going to discuss in that depth. I am just telling you how we apply brake and what is the mechanism of application of brakes. So these three are there. Next is your electric brakes. So in electric brakes there is a electromagnet. That electromagnet actuates a cam, which further moves the brake lining. As here the piston is moving the brake lining, there will be a cam which will be actuated by a electromagnet. That electromagnet will be actuated by the current from the battery. When you actuate that electromagnet, that will actuate the cam, and cam will push the cam's motion will push this brake shoe, and consequently the brake lining, which will stick to the brake drum, and brakes will be applied. As you stop the current, it will be deactivated. So cam will come to its original position and brake shoe will also return to its original position. So this is the concept of the electric brakes. Electric brakes are not the service brakes. These are generally used in cranes, etc. And then comes the basis of action on front or rear wheels. So this is very easy, front wheel brakes and rear wheel brakes. Next is your on the basis of method of application of braking contact. How you are creating the contact between the brake drum and the brake shoe or brake lining. So on this basis there are two types of brakes. First one is internally expanding brake and the second one is externally contracting brakes. So by the figure, this is your externally contracting brake. So if we talk about this brake, see here this is the lever. As you apply the lever in this direction, you push the lever in this direction, this part will come upwards. The directions are shown, and this black ring you are seeing, this black ring is the drum or the wheel. This is the brake drum. This is the other outer side of black ring you are seeing, black arc you are seeing, that is brake band. So as you apply the lever, this brake band becomes tightens over the wheel or brake drum, and the white circle between these two black rings is the brake lining. So this brake lining comes into contact with the brake drum and hence the brake is applied. These are the hand brakes generally, and these are classified as externally contracting brakes. In the same way, if we talk about just a minute. If we talk about internally expanding brakes, so you see here, this part is brake drum. This part is brake drum. So this brake drum, this one is your brake drum, and this red lining, this red part is the brake lining. The part inside this one, this is the brake shoe. This is the brake shoe. These are the springs which will control the motion. This is your cylinder where oil, or if it is hydraulic brake, then there will be oil, which is the part which is not a master cylinder. The cylinder is inside the braking system. So this is your internally expanding brake. When you apply brake, the oil pushes these springs, and these springs further pushes this brake shoe, which is attached to the brake lining material, which is red in color here. This brake lining material then comes in contact with the internal perimeter of the brake drum, and the brakes are applied. So this is your internally expanding brakes. Okay, now we move towards mechanical brakes. So mechanical brakes are generally of two types. These are radial brakes and axial brakes. So radial brakes means the brakes which works along the radius. The brakes which works along the radius. Suppose this is your wheel, this is the center, and here are the shoes. These are the shoes. See, when these shoes will move towards in this way, means in along the direction of radius, these shoes move along the direction of radius, then these are the radial brakes. And when the application of the brake is along the axis of the wheel, it means along the axis of the wheel, it means suppose this is your wheel, this is the center, wheel is moving in this way, it means its axis is this center, it means z axis. Suppose if this is x, this is y, and so the z axis will be this. So z axis, along the z axis if we apply, so generally disc brakes are there, which are applied axially. See, which are applied axially. In disc brakes, what happens? Actually, disc brake are the part of mechanical brakes. Disc brakes, single block or shoe brakes, these all are mechanical brakes. So in disc brakes, the brake is applied along the axis of the wheel. So these are called as axial brakes. So in what are radial brakes? In these brakes, the force acting on the brake drum is in radial direction. According to the shape of the friction elements, these may be block or shoe brakes and band brakes. So block brakes, shoe brakes, yeah, or band brakes and band brakes are the examples of radial brakes. And axial brakes, the force acting on the brake drum is in the axial direction. These may be disc brakes and cone brakes. Cone brakes are generally used in racing vehicles, which are used in races. So this is all from my side for today. So today we have discussed classification of brakes. If you have liking the videos, please like, subscribe, share and comment. If you want these videos in Hindi or in bilingual language, please do comments. And if you are getting these videos helpful, then please share it and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.